What's up, YouTube? It's Ty, back again. I know it's been 3 years since last time I posted anything, but a lot didn't change over the years. Um, all for the good, I can't say that. But when I last left y'all, I had 2 projects in the queue. Now I actually got 3. Now, 2 of the projects is the same. We still got the 1977 C10 and we got the 92 Suburban. Now, last video, y'all can go back and check that, was the video of the C10 after I LS swapped it. I did 350 turbo transmission. Nothing truly special, tuning myself. Yes, tuning myself. In that video, I told you I had some issues coming from the back. I thought it was something major, but honestly, it wasn't nothing but the lug nuts wasn't tight. I guess I was in a rush to drive it. After I put it back together, I didn't think of tightening them up. And then the Suburban. Last time y'all seen that, I had an issue with electrical when I did the LS swap on that. That's a 5.3 with 4L60 transmission. But when we get on that, we'll actually talk more about that. But today I'm working on the Suburban's headliner. I know it's something small, but something simple. But I've spent a lot of time working on trying to get the motor transmission wiring taken care of. I really haven't got the opportunity to get on the interior. So what I want to do today is start with something simple, get the feel of it, or get back to it. And yeah, make a simple video of a headliner repair. Now, if y'all want to stay with me and see how far we go, see if the Suburban is going to get done or the C10 is going to get done, go and subscribe, like, share these videos. Like I said, majority of this is just going to be something simple we can all do at home. We don't have to take it to the shop and get it done. We're going to use some simple tools, and we're going to get it done. I'm gonna let most people know, if you're doing this at home and your headliner is actually pretty good, you don't have to script everything down. This is a headliner that I did a long time ago that was supposed to have been suede, but it's more of a cheaper suede material, which, as you can see, it don't want to come off now. And when I did this one, I literally used spray can adhesive, which actually worked out pretty good. As you can see, it's not coming down. I'm catching hell taking it apart. And honestly, there's 2 parts to this headliner. One half I actually left in the truck because the headliner material I ordered off Amazon wasn't long enough, so it wasn't no point of me taking it both down just to take up space. But this is something I want to go ahead and get done. And like I said, I haven't been on YouTube in 3 years, and I actually feel like I owe it to people who actually took the time to subscribe and watch my videos to see the trucks actually get finished, get done. And as you can see under it, the headliner is actually pretty good. So when I did this, I wasn't in the wrong for what I did. Some people will say you don't supposed to new material over old material. But if your headliner is not sagging or doing anything in that sort, then honestly, I feel like you can do what you want to do. Technically, you can do what you want to do however you look at it because, it's based on how you do it and not everybody else. Now I'm going to say this. Once this material is broken, it wouldn't be a good idea to glue anything on top of this old foam. Because by the time this material is damaged and starting to release, the chances of that foam under it being any good is slim chances, none. So what I would say, if you can see your foam, because this wasn't like that, but if you can see your foam, don't put any material on top of it. You're better off just stripping it all the way down to the board and ordering some more headliner. Now, I'm going to say this. This can be done with the most simplest tools. Like I said, if you got aerosol can, use it. You don't have to go buy no paint gun or no specialized glue. To be honest with you, what helps you get this job perfect in its own little sense is what help you get the job perfect in this sense is the prep work. Spend the right time or enough time trying to get your prep work done. I guarantee it's gonna come out pretty damn good. Now, at the same time, if you've never done this before, yeah, there's a possibility you're gonna have wrinkles and things in that sort. And honestly, if you're not doing a customer's car or a show car, a few wrinkles here and there will not be that big of a deal. And what I thought I was gonna have to do is repair my cardboard. Honestly, the one spot I do have a damage in, a console of sorts goes over it. So honestly, it'll be a waste of the material to do it. But if you find yourself in a situation where your cardboard or board is damaged, cracked, or anything of that sort, the easiest way of fixing that is to use resin, fiberglass resin. You can fiberglass resin and a mat, it will actually solve your problem real quick. Now, if you're trying to get it done all in one day, not so much. But if you want to, you got time. Let's say if you're starting on a Friday, and you got the whole weekend, then yeah. Oh shit. All right, so we got this piece. Most times you can just look at how everything goes on, take it apart, and I'm gonna have to stitch it up, so I'm not gonna be able to show y'all that because the sewing machine in the house, and yeah, that's that. But I will stitch it up, use the pattern, and do so. All right. What I'm using today is a grinder with a wire wheel on it. This allowed me to get the job done a lot faster. But like I said, if you don't have it, or don't want to invest the money, or feel like it's useless, go get a wire brush. Wire brush should take this off in, I ain't gonna say the same amount of time, but you know, close enough. So I'm gonna get to getting this foam off, and I'm gonna show y'all a few little spots, and then I'll cut the camera off and we'll come back and I'll show you about spraying the board and putting new fabric down. Oh well then, maybe I won't be doing it. As you can see, it doesn't take much to get down to the board. Like I said, if you had a wire brush, you can do this too. It just takes a little bit longer, and that's something I'm not trying to do today. I just want to go ahead and get it done and get it back. Well, I ain't gonna say get it back in the truck, but get it done so I can go to the next project. Overall, as you can see, it takes it off extremely fast. But like I said, I'm gonna get this done and I'll get back with y'all. What's up, YouTube? I'm back. As you can see, the headliner have been clamped, or all the foam have been taken off. Well, I'm gonna tell you this: if you're gonna use a grinder, keep in mind that it goes everywhere. and have your vacuum cleaner around. But anyway, so let me show you what I'm working with today. This is supposed to be a light gray, but it came out as a bluish gray. Which it allows me to, I guess, play around with some colors. Probably should have grabbed some scissors, huh? Well, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I don't know if it's gonna be all companies that sell headliner from online, but most the ones I have found, they fold their headliner. Now, some people will say that's a problem. But I'm only gonna say that's a problem if you're trying to get it done all in one day. So hear me out on this. If you have time, you can get the headliner, you can unfold it. What I did, I unfolded mine and I rolled it up. Because when I first got it, it had creases completely through it. Now I know a lot of companies that I've seen, and this is not all companies. Some companies are great at what they do. But not all companies, but some companies, they even the suede, when they sell the suede, it comes, well, when they ship the suede, it comes folded. And you have a lot of creases in your suede. But even like this fabric, when you order it, when you get it home, unfold it. If you can just let it sit out, unfold it, do so. But if you don't have the space or you're working without a garage or whatever the situation is, just take it, pull it out, and roll it up. And then you can put it to the side for a while. Oh yeah, so then you can put it to the side for a while, and once you do that, when you get it back or you unroll it, no creases. Like, there's times when I thought this was going to be one of the most difficult situations because I get stuff in, I'm trying to get it done on the same day, and it got so many creases in it, and I was impatient. But then I got the opportunity to realize that, oh, most of this fabric and this foam, it reshapes itself. And when it does, honestly, creases, wrinkles, things of that sort, they're gone. But, hold that thought. Okay, sorry about that. Had to run the house and get my scissors. But, where was I? Oh yeah, so things come wrinkled, lay it out, roll it up, and there you go. Wait for a couple of days, and you'll be just fine. But let's start by trimming this foam. What we want to do is just get it a tad bit shorter than what we need. I mean, longer than what we need. So all the excess, we can just roll that back up. And I'll use that excess for my my sun visors. I have to order some more so I can do the back part of the Suburban headliner. But as of right now, we're only gonna use for what we need. So like I said, when you get it, it's gonna come wrinkled. Like all fabric should be rolled up regardless. If you go somewhere and they give you some fabric that's not rolled up, they want to fold it, you honestly really don't want it. Because, for example, see them wrinkles? That's what I'm talking about. So normally, you can get it, you can fold it up, roll it up. That will actually allow your fabric to last a lot longer. But then, like I said, a lot of companies will not fold it. Yeah, a lot of companies won't fold it. Roll it. They'll fold it. And once you get it, it's all wrinkled the hell up. And then you either just waste some money on some material or your project is behind for a couple hours or even a couple days simply because the people who's selling this shit to you really don't know how to. They don't know anything about what they're selling. Okay, so this is what I'm working with. I'm using a spray gun. You don't have to, you can use an aerosol can. And like you've seen it on my last headliner, or this headliner before I took it apart, it actually sealed. And that's saying a lot because that headliner actually got wet. All right, so what I'm using is contact cement. This is not the Landau contact cement. I wanted to get it, but I thought about it. It really ain't worth the money. That's my rant for something else. After we're done with this, I'll show you what contact cement I'm actually using. But as for right now, we're going to just go ahead and get this spray, get this done, because it's actually around about 5 o'clock where I'm at. And honestly, I have to get this done so I can get in the bed or get in the shower, get in the bed and go to work tomorrow. All right, so the goal, I guess I should tell you the goal for this, is lightly hit your board, lightly hit your phone. The reason I do it this way, I lightly hit both of them, then I come back over and hit it again. Let it sit for about a good 5-10 minutes, and then I roll it on. Remember, this is contact cement, so soon it actually touch, it's stuck. All right, so keep in mind that you do want to cover everything. I'm going a little bit heavier than what I should, and that's only because my gun is acting a fool. So just keep in mind that you don't really have to go this heavy. Especially on the foam, keep it light as you possibly can because it will soak through your foam and get onto your headliner material. Okay, sorry about that. Just for the record, what I'm using is Lockwell adhesive contact cement. I advise you, if you get it, do not leave that can open. Because as long as you have it in here, it's sealed, no air is getting to it, this will last for, I ain't gonna say forever, but long enough. But if you open that can or open this up and let it sit, it'll fuck around and dry up on you. Now, this Lockwell gallon of contact cement is $45. It might be cheaper now, might be a little bit more, but as of today, it's $45. Compared to Landau's contact cement, as of today, it's $79. When I ordered this, it was $99. So with that being said, that's why I went with this. Now, 1,000 people will argue with me, you. Well, I don't know if you can hear me or not. You probably can. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna give it about a good 3 minutes to tack up, and we'll come back, and that's when we'll actually lay it down. All right, I'm back. Um, we're gonna say 5 minutes went by. So what we want to feel is for it to be tacky and not sticky. If that make any sense. Now, there's better ways of doing this. Whoa, shit. Just don't do that. There's better ways of doing this. And I'm finna see, can I show you one? Normally, remember that this is only going to stick to something that's already got glue on it. So, as you can see, I can roll it. And it's not gonna hurt anything. Now, most times when you lay this, as long as you don't press it, you're good. So you can take it, roll it, all right? This is why I tell you to cut over the size you need. And remember, once it's laid, unless you're willing to redo the whole dashboard, I mean the headliner again, you cannot pull this back up. Now, yes, I made it look simple because it actually is that simple. Some headliners, bigger, have more contour, so there's a possibility that you'll find yourself in a situation where you cannot get it to seat well. But most times, but watch out for things like this. This is a dimple inside of the box itself. Now, honestly, if I wanted to try to pull it off, I probably couldn't get some of it up. To be honest with you, I probably can get some of it up. Most likely, it will probably rip the headliner cardboard the hell off. But in most times, okay, I barely made it. Let's make sure. Yeah, that's tight. Oh, no, I didn't make it. Okay, made it. All right. There's another trick that you can do, like I'm in this situation here. Now I could fold it over, or I can roll it. And I'm gonna show you what I mean. Remember, this is contact cement. I know I'm probably saying that multiple times and it probably be getting on some people's nerves because it's kind of getting on my own. But it's only going to stick to like I said, it's only going to bond to what it needs to bond to. If it's not there, it's not going to bond. All right, so let's take a few minutes to talk about it. You remember I told you can do this with aerosol can, which is true. But you also can do this with the same paint and actually a paintbrush, which I actually recommend that when you in certain situations, certain places like here. Because the gun will spray, the gun will give you what you need, and it's actually a cheaper and easier way of doing things. But the truth is, since you don't want to spend that much time putting too much glue into too many places, or too much glue on certain places, you're going to skip things. I don't know the hell I'm thinking about. Oh, yeah. Give me a few seconds. And this shit's strong. Yeah, by the way, this shit is strong as fuck. I probably should have a door or window open, but, you know. All right. So, to be honest, this way of doing it, I don't like it too much. I'm going to be honest with you. I really don't like it too much. And the reason why is because if I had I will have to pick this whole thing up, stretch it out, and make sure that it doesn't touch anything. The only problem with that is when I come back and push it down or try to glue it down, I'm still gonna have to worry about the stretch that I put on this side. Now, the way of doing this, getting around that, is to use paper, plastic, or anything in that sort. So you had a roll of plastic or a roll of paper that can actually go from side to side. You will lay that down, and as you pull the paper out, what you'll do is slowly stick it down as you need to. The problem with that is I don't have the plastic nor the paper. So it probably been ideal for me to just leave it the way I did it at first and just rolled it on. I didn't too much care for the roll on because I kind of just threw it together. I'm kind of doing this based off the video, and I'm not really set up to do this video, but I just wanted to get it done because I just really wanted to get the headliner done, to be honest with you. But I know I've done it different ways. I'm gonna continue to do it different ways depending on how I feel. Normally I would have some paper, like, or some plastic or something, piece of carpet. But like I said, since I don't have it, we're gonna cross our fingers and hope this shit go right. All right. Just for the record, people, if you use a grinder, you're going to have a lot of foam inside, especially if you're doing something like a Suburban or a Tahoe or anything that got upper vents. You're going to have foam inside of your vents. Yeah, you might want to blow it out before you start doing this, because that foam's going to come back up and it's going to get back on your what's called your project panel. And yeah, that's that. All right, so here we go. This is what I'm saying. Being that this is a Suburban panel, it's harder to just get it down. Now, the only reason why it's not that big of a deal and it didn't stick because I didn't let it dry long enough. But honestly, you're supposed to let it dry a little bit longer, and that'll give you the results that you need. But since I'm not the individual who do things the way textbooks say I should, and I only do things the way I like to do them, I still get the results that I need while making the mistakes that other people shouldn't. Like I said, remember, it's contact cement. If you miss a spot like here, it won't stick. So keep that in mind when you're going around it. See how quick that's actually stuck? So the truth is, it will stick if you have to put it down directly or fast. But you want it to actually run its course so you can get the better result. Excuse me, y'all. I'm looking for some shit. Yeah, so you want to give it some time to give it the results that it needs. But the truth is, will it stick? Yes. Will it also come loose? Yes. So if you can control the outcome and you want the better results, I would advise you to do the right thing. Yeah, do the right thing. All right, we'll let this sit. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. These fumes have got me high as shit. So, to sum up, or summary, can anybody do a headliner? Yes. Honestly, don't take much to do it. Can anybody do a headliner professionally? Yes. It doesn't take much to be able to do that. Certain tools, certain tools, certain chemicals, you can do any job. I guess the old saying, the right tool, right job, so on and so on. But this is the reality. You have to learn how to mess up first. I'm only saying this just to, let the glue dry so I can stick it down and then cut the sides and be like, yeah, headliner. But the truth is, anybody can do this. Doesn't take much. So the $100, $200, $300, wherever the hell you might be located at and how much your headliner costs to get done, you can do it. As you can see, it's not that hard. You got a small air compressor, which my air compressor is not that big. It's just maybe like a 20-something gallon. Or you can get a pancake compressor. Now, if you're going to use a small suction cup paint gun, it's going to take a lot of pressure to keep that damn thing running. And as you can see, I fill that the can up 3 times. because yes, it takes a lot of pressure to pump it, which at the same time it actually blows a lot of pressure, which blows a lot of glue, which is a lot of material, which that was $45. I've used over a half a can of uh, glue, which probably could have just did this with a $8 can of Loctite or 3M. See the difference? But I can guarantee this will never come down until I'm ready to take it down. So with that being said, it all depends on how you feel like doing it, what's your budget. And if your budget is lower, go for a lower process. You're gonna get similar results. Might take longer, but you can get it done. Where dealing with this way, yeah, it costs me a little bit more, which will cost customer a little bit more. All right, but at the same time, the results are, all right, hell, let's be honest. You can see the results yourself. Just keep in mind now, in most cases, if you let your glue dry too much, which I don't have a steamer, I don't have it, so I don't have a steamer. But if you let your glue dry too much, you can use a steamer. Steam it, and it'll actually allow your glue to be used again. I don't. What I normally will use is more of a heat gun because I'm actually doing it in a colder temperature. It's December, sorry. It's December, and yeah, it's cold. So, that being said, we can only do what we can do while we can do it. All right, so where we sit now, we are done. And like I said, what I'm gonna do when I'm done is run a heat gun across it, just to make sure locations that didn't heat up are now heated. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna come back and cut it right next to the board because that's a cleaner look. But right now, I just want to trim out off the excess. Probably use that for some. I'm a hoarder. All right, so if you can, get you a good pair of scissors. And the reason why I say these are probably $20, $30, some shit like that. Get you a good pair of scissors for the reason you can always resharpen these. If you go with the plastic ones or cheap ones, you're gonna find yourself going through a lot of scissors real quick. Because even though material like this, easy, simple to cut through, you got things like vinyl, leather that I use, I sew that would dull my scissors out real quick. See, things like that. Nothing major because it was broke, but things like that can be fixed easily. I think I can use this for that back piece. I don't know if y'all remember that back piece with the rope. I'm gonna use this for that. Now, if you're doing this for a customer, great scissors, sharp scissors allow you to get that perfect good slice. This is my own personal vehicle. So, the jagged edges on the sides, not that big of a deal because they're going to be covered up by panels. But the reality is you want a person to love your work, not just accept it. Oh shit. That make any sense? Now, I have pieces that I will not be cutting out today. Like the holes here, and that's because I don't know if I'm going to run handles here or not. Because the thing about this build is not the traditional suburban build. This build is my outlook on a suburban build. So, with that being said, and no, you don't have to do the V cut, pie cut, or V cut, what do you call that? I'm only doing it because I don't have a razor blade with me. What I do, I'll come back later on with a razor blade, cut off the excess. I think sometimes that's better than trying to use a set of scissors. But yeah, I guess that's really it. I mean, we can take a look through, but honestly, you can see what the hell going on. I'm not trying to be like get the hell out of my house, but honestly, it's all about trim now, and I don't have the trim ready. So all the trim have to be painted, dyed. Some got to be wrapped. Door panels got to be remade. Like I said, we got a lot to go. We're going to actually get the opportunity. I'm going to show y'all how I actually fiberglass all my door panels. So we got that coming up. We got, like I said, fuck, what you call them damn things? A pillars, B pillars, things in that sort. All them got to be clamped, dyed. I'm going to show you how I do that. Seats. We're going to take a trip through the junkyard and find some seats. I'm not going to traditional suburban seats. I really don't know what type of seats I'm going to go with. So, you know, we'll figure that out when we get there. I'm thinking about Honda Odyssey. I don't know. Something about that makes sense to me. But outside of all that, as you can see, this is the process of doing a headliner. I know y'all see me still rubbing here, but just don't look like it's down. It's kind of fucking with my head when I look at it. Even though I know it's down, just don't look like it's down. So, anyway. That's it, y'all. So, like I said, if you want to keep up, see what's going on with me, the Suburbans, the Tahoe, the pickup, hell, even the Deuce and a Quarter. We can go from there. We can show the videos. You can subscribe. You can not subscribe. Hell, or you can just find it whenever you find it. Being honest with you. But like I said, I feel like I owe it to y'all to get this done and get it finished and show y'all the end result. Because technically, I don't know what the end result is. We can change multiple colors. Interior and changed again by accident. They're supposed to be gray, light gray, look blue. So we'll figure it out. But if you want to join me on that figuring it out, shit, subscribe. If not, well, don't. And we'll go from there. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all later. And y'all have a blessed night. I will say a weekend because I go back to work tomorrow. So y'all have a good, blessed night.